3 years ago when I first started teaching special education, they needed someone to come in and help the kids graduate, and just being honest, I really struggled with it because it was just a grind that I hadn't been used to. And so my background is in the arts, and I'm certified as a CTE teacher. And so I talked to the director at the co-op and I said, hey, what if we think of this outside the box idea? Instead of getting these kids in a math classroom and just hammering them with math, what if I did a wood shop room and I learned how to do math through measurements and angles and stuff like that, and geometry, and we got it all approved and everything was cool, so we piloted it for a year. And then I have a culinary background as well, so I said, well, we can teach how to read recipes and get English credits through culinary arts. And so we tried it for the first year, and we did just 1 hour a day, and it took off, and the kids loved it. It was a break for them, it was relaxed for them to kind of get a break from the grind of everyday reading and math. We still have a lot of work to do with our kids. Like, I take the second semester and basically become a restaurant management class. We teach them from the front of the house all the way back to the back. And my goal is for a kid that maybe has autism or a kid that has a special learning disability, they can go to a restaurant and have a Serve Safe certification that they can serve food, and they can work in a restaurant, not just be a dishwasher or a table buster. They can actually see a career out of that. Last year we had some kids that did an internship over at the grocery store, and they were familiar with the foods because we worked with them, and we take a field trip over to the grocery store and we teach them about how to buy things on a budget. Everything we do before we cook a meal, we sit down and say, what's it cost? And then the kids will explore, like spaghetti, we went to the Olive Garden and said, what would a plate of spaghetti cost? And then they saw today, well, this cost $1.08, to feed me as much spaghetti as I wanted. And at Olive Garden, it's $17.95, And so if we can get kids to be confident in themselves and find something that's their niche, this makes the whole community better. I've had so many parents that have come up going, my son came home and cooked a meal, and we were blown away that they knew how to do that. And I'm like, well, it's not hard. It's just a little elbow work, elbow grease. And so we've had a vision, and it's taken off, and the kids are really, enjoying the fruits of what we put together.